Anyway, let's go straight to Zambia now this morning and tell you that Zambia's opposition political parties, which includes the Patriotic Front, Economic Front, National Democratic Congress and Citizens First, have disclosed that they are in the process of issuing a motion of impeachment in Parliament against President Hakainde Hichilema for failing to govern the country to the expectations of Zambians. Speaking on behalf of the other parties as a joint media briefing in Lusaka, Patriotic Front chairperson for Information and Publicity, Raphael Nakasinda, says competent lawyers are crafting the motion and it will be passed in the House by leader of the opposition in Parliament.
Now joining us this morning to further delve into this conversation is Neto Halwabala. He's the UPN, the Southern Province spokesperson. Good morning, Neto, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, madam. Good morning, my brother.
So now let's talk about President Hakainde Hichilema, who's of course been in power for a little over a year. And now talking about his time in office, it seems that they are saying that he has not led Zambia according to the expectations of Zambians. If you look at his coming into office, we can see that he inherited a nation that was heavily indebted and had a reputation for fiscal unreliability. Now, what would you say has his 1 year in office looked like? Would you say that people of Zambia are probably not giving him enough time to undo a lot of the damage he must have inherited from Egalungu?
Well, thank you for that well-elaborated question. I think for us, where we are standing from, so far the president has scored. The president has scored in the sense that nearly 80% of the campaign promises that should have been delivered in 5 years mandate, they have been attended to so far. I'll take you back looking at how the country was indebted, how the lenders had seen Zambia as a country that is beyond redemption. But with his coming in office in 2021, I think you all know that the IMF agreed to sign the package to restructure our economy. That in itself was one of the campaign message that we laid. We did also make sure that we promised the people of Zambia that the first thing once we are in government is to make sure that we work on the debt situation. I think every Zambian today is seeing that with his plan, things are becoming into normal because one, lenders had refused to come to the round table, and this time we are okay. I think you know that this country was engulfed in a political violence where investors started shunning away from investing in our country. But with his own pronunciation that there should be no more cadarism, I think we are now free to move. Businessmen are able to trade without fear. We have also employed close to 60,000 civil servants. Right now, there's recruitment going on in security wings. We had also the teachers. We had also the health workers. I think all these shows that we are on course as a country, and we haven't departed away from what we promised the people of Zambia. So for the opposition to say the people are not happy with the performance of the government according to their expectation, I think we have not.
Neto, are you there with us? We're hoping that you're able to reconnect with us because, of course, a lot has been said.
Okay. What they are saying, because we have done what they failed in the past 10 years. So we are comfortable and we know what they are doing is politicking. So for us as a party, we are not going to be disturbed. Our focus is to deliver development to the people of Zambia.
All right, Neto, very quickly, I mean, the GER's executive director there in Zambia, known as MacDonald Chipenzi, has already called this a failure on arrival. Do you think if this gets to the parliament, it will be passed? The GER's executive director, MacDonald Chipenzi, has called this impeachment a failure before arrival. Do you think if this gets to the parliament, it will be passed? Will it see the light of day?
No. That motion for us, we can only describe as brought in dead. It will go there without strength. It will go there without substance. And I'm sure you know that 90% of the opposition MPs in parliament are behind the leadership of one President Hakainde Hichilema. So if they think that parliament can go through, I think it's fishing in the desert, because there will be no one who is going to support that motion, which is mischievous, which has no basis. I think the people of Zambia now, they are excited to see on how the country is being exposed at world level. I think of President Hakainde Hichilema's coming to power has brought Zambia on the world market. I'm sure you remember when he was in Europe, he said Zambia is back into the league. I think for now, we can only wish them the best, those who are dreaming that they can impeach the president at this stage, looking at what is happening economically. I think in terms of governance, we have done what they failed to do in 10 years' time of their rule.
All right. Thank you very much, Neto Halwabala, for joining us this morning, talking about the impeachment move. We will be following up to see how this eventually turns out, but we certainly wish the people of Zambia all the best, and the President Hakainde Hichilema.